Hi, my name is Dr. Rob Ward. Welcome to another video segment on our video series from the redoxdoc.com. This particular segment is on low testosterone. Low testosterone gets a lot of press because you see a lot of commercials for erectile dysfunction medications that is treating the symptom of oftentimes low testosterone, but not getting to the root cause. So in America, we're seeing more and more incidents of low testosterone, and I'll explain why here in just a second. So low testosterone. Testosterone is the male hormone that is responsible for development of secondary sex characteristics. So when we have enough testosterone, we have development of muscles, growth of hair on the body, and all of the sex characteristics, including libido and erectile function. So in the United States, approximately after the age of 40, about 40% of men have testosterone levels that are below normal, what they should be. And that is higher in the southeastern states and lower in the West. So some of the symptoms of low testosterone include a low sex drive, erectile dysfunction, decreased physical strength, decreased recovery from exercise. That's an interesting symptom. Men oftentimes come to my clinic saying, I've been exercising for years, and just for the last 6 months to a year or so, I just am not making any progress. I seem to be losing strength instead of gaining strength. And if I take a vacation from exercise, I'm lost ground and I can't get it back. Another problem that oftentimes is a major issue is the decreased capacity to concentrate and maintain a mental focus, sort of losing your drive, I guess you'd say. So causes for this increase reflect poor health. And so oftentimes when the whole body is out of balance, there's a change in testosterone. So for example, diabetes is a huge cause of this problem because of the metabolic effects of the disease. Actually, low cholesterol leads to low testosterone because testosterone is made from cholesterol in the body. You have to have cholesterol molecules to manufacture it. And as we have driven cholesterol down into the single digits in some occasions, almost, with medications in an effort to treat heart disease, we oftentimes create a lost testosterone level. Poor circulation is another source of problems for testosterone problems, in that there's not enough blood supply to the testicle where testosterone is primarily produced. As we age, there's a natural decline, but this is happening at breakneck speeds. Being overweight leads to a lower testosterone level. Diseases that have to do with the immune system, autoimmune diseases like celiac disease or some rheumatoid disease can lower the testosterone levels. Adrenal stress is oftentimes a cause, but it can also be a result of low testosterone as well, because the adrenal glands have the ability to make some testosterone if the testicles aren't doing their job. But that can stress out the adrenal glands, and sometimes they've been the backup going along, and all of a sudden they get in trouble, and all of a sudden your levels are in the basement. So how do you find out what's going on? Well, you can do a blood test. You can also do saliva testing. Saliva testing is more accurate than blood testing, but blood testing will work. And when you do those tests, make sure that your doctor is looking for what might also be going on. It's not just, here, you need some testosterone. There may be more that you need. And make sure you get a careful and complete medical workup. It's very important. All right, so what about the science behind all this? And is there a connection to redox potentials in our cells? And the answer is there is. So I ran across an interesting study that outlines some interesting things and stresses the importance of having the right testosterone level, not too little, not too high. So they did some interesting studies looking at animals. The male animals of some species, like certain birds, have bright colors and very different characteristics. It's part of their natural selection process of the female looking for the best male to mate with. So it turns out that testosterone has the ability of expressing all those characteristics of a strong bird that the female will want to mate with. But it also has been proven to have immunosuppressive effects. There's a price to pay for strong testosterone levels. There's also a decreased resistance to oxidative stress for every cell. So a free radical, they looked at the red blood cells in these animals and found out that they were less capable of dealing with a free radical when there was higher testosterone levels. So the theory is that the genetic quality of an organism to be able to put up with higher testosterone levels really leads to better selection. And so the body of that, say it's a bird who has higher testosterone levels, has to be strong genetically to be able to put up with the decreased ability to fight off oxidative stress and things like that. So what this really proves and underlines is something we've known for a long time. If your testosterone levels are too high, you're going to get sick. You're going to have problems. You have the potential for developing cancer or heart disease or all these things that are associated with immunosuppression and oxidative stress. Too little is the opposite. You're going to have just as many problems of a different nature. You're going to notice that you're going to lose weight. You're going to have decreased mental focus. You'll have fatigue and difficulty with sleep, and lead to adrenal insufficiency and just a miserable life. So the secret is to stay just right. So how are we going to do that? Well, our body has built-in mechanisms to balance this all out. And at the heart of that mechanism is maintaining a strong or a positive redox potential. So in every cell, there is the production of energy from our little mitochondria. They make ATP. And they also make molecules that are either positive or negative to help the cell deal with various issues. So in the production of energy, that's all great and fine. But in this process, there's waste created. Those are toxins. If they're not dealt with, a cell loses its potential to be able to function. And there's a buildup of oxidants generally, and that is called oxidative stress. So we can maintain a redox potential and allow every cell in our body, including our testicle cells, to do their job. So the job of the testicle cells is to produce testosterone and sperm. And so those cells will be able to do their work if they maintain a proper redox potential. So what goes into that has to do with general health, but sometimes those things are not working out so well as we age. So what could we do? Well, scientists have theorized for years. Wouldn't it be great if we could just manufacture energy a little better and have these redox molecules in proper balance? It'd be like the greatest thing. Well, everybody said, yeah, right, that's impossible, because as we age, we lose mitochondria. We lose the efficiency of our mitochondria. There's less of them. So how's that going to work? Well, a number of years ago, the idea became a reality. And today we can actually supplement balanced, stabilized redox molecules and provide our cells with these resources all along as we age, helping our body adapt and adjust and maintaining this redox potential. This also serves to help us assimilate nutrition. It helps us to recover with sleep, recover from exercise, maintaining an aerobic posture as we exercise. And so getting back to the very basics of our cell functions and maintaining a balance that prevents all of this stuff from happening. So yeah, it's possible to age in balance instead of aging out of balance with too much oxidative stress or too much inflammation. And if we can just provide some resources, even at a cellular level, which is so exciting, then we can help the body move back into balance. And we're going to age, but at least we'll age in balance. So I hope that helps you understand kind of what's going on here. I failed to mention that you can supplement testosterone. You can get it in topical forms or injectable or whatever. Topical forms tend to be safer, but they have to be just right. And that has to be done with the supervision of a doctor who knows and is qualified to do that sort of thing. and measure levels and make sure you're not too high or too low, because it can be dangerous. So good to be with you today. See you at the next class.